Hello, 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 and thank you for tuning in to Dantian Energy Presents numero 18. Thank you so much for joining me in this moment and in any moment. It is an honor and pleasure having you here today. Each Dantian Energy Presents is approximately a 20 to 30 minute session. It consists of a brief warm-up, then a topic of discussion, a guided meditation related to the topic, and then finally, some parting words of wisdom. Alrighty, so we will go ahead and get started. Let me just grab my headphones. We don't need them. Well, today's topic of discussion is parents. So we're going to do any form of expressive movement we would like, shaking, tapping, anything you would like, dancing, as we introduce parents. May I allow parents? May I appreciate parents? May I understand parents? And may I let go of parents? May I allow, understand, appreciate, and let go of? May I allow, appreciate, understand, and let go of? May I allow, appreciate, understand, and let go of parents? Cool. A little bit different doing it without the music, so I hope you all got to settle in and shake it up from whatever you're doing just a couple moments before. No right ways to do it, no wrong ways to do it. And now the valuable reminder, the real meditation is how you live your life. Some wise words by John Kabat-Zinn. Lovely. So today's topic of discussion is parent. We're going to skip through this next slide because it could have been before the last. Well, let's talk about it. Now is a great opportunity also to set an intention. So an intention is a dedication or practice. So any kind of purpose we would like to apply to this session right now, that was a wonderful opportunity to do so. And sealing that intention in, the deep breath in. Long breath out. So back to parents. What is parent? Well, one definition of a parent is a caregiver of an offspring in their own species. That's a pretty confined definition, but a lot of times when we are referring to a parent, that is the definition we are referring to. A caregiver of an offspring in their own species. Another definition of a parent is a person who brings up and cares for another. A broader, more encompassing definition of a parent is a person who brings up and cares for another. I like that. Include your non-human animals in that. Why? Why do we care about parents? Well, for one, continuity. By beginning to understand parents, we begin to look at the continuity of life and its cycles, and its beginnings and its endings, and its perpetuation. Balance. Parents can certainly help provide balance in life, in many ways, in different shapes. And blank dots. Why blank dots? How? How do we learn more about parents? Well, one very, very powerful way is reflection. Turning inward. Bringing to mind and conscious awareness of the knowledge and information in the context of the present. Evaluating any forms of insight you may be able to obtain. Another great and powerful way is action. putting into action, doing something. And that could be anything, whether that's, reaching out or maybe becoming a parent. Adoptions. And finally, investigation. And what I mean by this is really to pique curiosity. I think stepping into a opportunity to learn about parents with curiosity is something truly powerful. I think inherently parents are curious about their children, and not often enough do children reciprocate that curiosity. The most loving parents and relatives commit murder with smiles on their faces. They force us to destroy the person we really are, or perhaps the person we were, in a subtler type of murder. Jim Morrison of The Doors. Perfect. And now, it is time for our guided meditation on parents. So begin to find yourself into a comfortable meditative position, whatever that means for you. Your posture or position in meditation could also be the object of your meditation. And as we continue to settle in, let's begin by first tuning into our senses, looking around, seeing the world as it is. Next, tuning into whatever we may hear, hearing, accepting, allowing whatever's entering our eardrums at this point. Next, tuning in to our touch, perhaps the points of contact or the feel of the fabric against our skin. Who knows? Maybe you have no fabric on your skin. Maybe you're sitting naked in a desert right now watching this. Whatever you are feeling. Now, tuning into whatever you're smelling, and give yourself a little bit of a challenge here. See if you can pick out 2 distinct smells, at least. And finally, turning towards taste. Seeing if we can allow and accept taste just as it is. Good. And now, tuning into our sense of space, our orientation in space. And lastly, turning inward into our inner sense, feeling our insides. Now is a good opportunity to perhaps gently close your eyes, if you would so prefer, or a gentle, fixed gaze is also appropriate. Good. And we'll begin with the foundation of our breath. Simply begin by feeling the breath. The in-breath, the out-breath, completely at your own pace. Simply feeling in and experiencing the sensation of the breath. Now, perhaps noticing wherever we feel the breath the most. Tuning first into that area, and then beginning to expand with the totality of breath. From the in-breath all the way out, from your head, through your chest, down into the belly, expanding the belly in all 360 degrees, soft and gentle belly. And as we continue this beautiful, powerful breath, let's begin to also introduce into our conscious awareness parents or parent, whatever it is for you. There is no right way to parent, no wrong way to parent. Simply bringing into conscious awareness, parent for you. Good. Now we'll continue to expand our awareness from our breath throughout our bodies. Perhaps beginning with our arms and our fingertips. Like an energetic handshake, we start with the tips of our fingers and slowly move up through our hands into our forearms and our elbows, to our biceps and triceps, up into our shoulders, perhaps feeling our neck wrapping around, up into our jaws, releasing any tension there, paying attention to whatever our tongues may be doing, releasing any tension in the face and eyes, scalp, releasing any obvious tension. Then moving back down our neck, to our chest, and our back, upper back, lower back, wrapping around to our abdominals, feeling our pelvis, our girdle, our points of contact on the ground, flowing down to our legs, through our knees, and calves and shins, all the way down to our feet and toes. Then perhaps feeling the energy all the way from our toes, up to our head, back down through our fingertips, and all the way through our body again. Simply tuning in and paying attention to the sensations and the experiences of the body. If we are facing any difficulty or challenge, or any sensations at all, maybe even perhaps a lack of sensation in a particular area, let's turn towards those areas now and offer allowance and acceptance and appreciation for those spots as they are. For they are powerful, powerful indicators. And as we allow and appreciate and accept them, let's also, perhaps if we are so inclined, offering phrase and form of loving kindness to that space in our body of difficulty or challenge. Nurturing that area with love and kindness, and thanking it for all of its work and all of its trying to tell you right now. Good. And now, let's again bring into our conscious awareness parents. And this time, I would like you to overlay it and weave it with the body. Perhaps feeling the body of your parents. Perhaps feeling parents of your body. Perhaps feeling parent and the body and parent. No parents, no body, no parent. And now let us continue to expand our conscious awareness from our physical sensations of our body to anything we may be feeling at all of the complex sensations and experiences of daily living, bringing them into conscious awareness now, allowing, accepting, and appreciating whatever we may be feeling in this moment, turning towards and accepting as it is. Good. If we are so inclined, and perhaps even able, turning towards however we are feeling, with phrases and forms of loving kindness in any way. Beautiful. Now, I would like you to feel into parent. Bringing into parent into your conscious awareness again, and this time feeling into it. Feeling into parent, feeling through parent, feeling parent in you and through you. Any experiences and feelings of parent is valid and appropriate and appreciated and accepted in this moment. And as we continue to keep in our conscious awareness our feelings, let us notice how from one moment to the next our feelings have changed and how that influences our life. Good. Now let's begin to play with the mind. Let's first begin by observing the mind. Observing perhaps any speeds of the mind, any volumes of the mind, any colors or tones of the mind, perhaps noticing any weight of the mind or any movements. Simply observing the mind. How do we observe the mind? Good. And now, using that powerful mind, I would like you to bring to mind, in the greatest detail you may imagine, parent or parents, whatever that means for you. Noticing every little detail of parent, all the micros and macros, the pieces and parts, the surroundings, anything you may possibly imagine, do so now, bringing it into the greatest detail and glory. Good. And now, we will try something different. Let us begin. Well, we may first begin with our personal connection and our personal experience with parent or parents. Bring into your conscious awareness parents, all the parent that ever has been, ever will be, or ever is in the present moment for you. And then inviting in and being open to the vastness and interconnected infinite complexity of all of the parents in the universe. Infinite, interconnected, complex, yet unified under its one true nature of being. And just as we brought into conscious awareness so many times now, parent, let us now begin to let it fade to nothing. Letting go of parent to nothing. Nothing. And as we do so, we will conclude our practice with a loving kindness practice. First, begin by bringing to conscious awareness an object or entity you connect with very easily, offering love and kindness in any way. Good. And next, turning towards yourself, showering yourself inside and out with love and kindness and appreciation in any way. Good. And now, bringing to conscious awareness someone who has helped you recently and offering them phrases and forms of loving kindness in any way. And now, bringing to conscious awareness someone you know or situation in which is having difficulty or challenge or suffering, and offering them phrases and forms of loving kindness in any way. And now, bringing to conscious awareness someone you connect with very deeply, very profoundly, and offering them phrases and forms of loving kindness in any way. And finally, bringing into conscious awareness someone who has positively influenced your life in some way, but you don't often take the time to think about or send loving kindness. Now is the perfect opportunity to do so, bringing them to conscious awareness and offering them love and kindness in any way. Good. And now, as we begin to wrap up our practice, let's remind ourselves that a plethora of experiences may have arisen throughout the totality of this meditation and throughout life. May we continue to turn towards those experiences with allowance and acceptance, and attempt to see the world as it is. And as we do so, continue to return to the present moment in an awareness of our surroundings, in our spaces, in our bodies, in our breath, in the present moment, taking that awareness and calmness, sensations with us throughout our day, from moment to moment, knowing that we can return to this state of mind and being whenever it may be needed. Let's thank ourselves for honoring ourselves and for honoring the present moment. Thank you. And now, the parting wisdom. Yamoka Teshu was a tutor of the emperor, who was also a master of fencing and a profound student of Zen. His home was an abode of vagabonds. He had but one suit of clothes, for they kept him always poor. The emperor, observing how worn his garments were, gave Yakamoto some money to buy new ones. The next time Yakamoto appeared, he wore the same old outfit. "What become of the new clothes, Yakamoka?" asked the emperor. "I provided clothes for the children of your majesty, explained Yamako. Wise words. So thank you all for joining me in the present moment, or any present moment. If you got anything out of it, think about making a one-time donation, becoming a monthly supporter on Patreon. I don't have a lot of perks, but they're coming. Also, equally as important, if you got anything out of it, think about liking, commenting, sharing, anything you do. My goal, our goal, is to connect with as many people as humanly possible, and anything you may do helps achieve that goal. So thank you. It is an honor and pleasure as always. We will see you next time, weeknights, 7:30. It is an honor and pleasure as always, as I say many times a session, because I truly mean it. I'm so happy to do this with you all together. So thank you. Best ventures until next time. Much love. Take it easy.